Hello and welcome back to another Friday episode of World Traveler Cooking. Today we are going to do another Swedish pancake recipe with savory fillings. We are going to do smoked salmon with a dill cream. This is something which, although I haven't had personally in Sweden, I came across the recipe, like I did the other one, at the Eco website, and this one did remind me very much of Swedish food generally, so it seemed like a very good option. So, the main dill cream will be a bit of salt, about for every 100 milliliters of ricotta or fresh cheese or yogurt you use. You should use about 1 milliliter or about a fifth of a teaspoon of salt. We'll have about equal parts ricotta and some sort of a strained yogurt. I used Greek yogurt this time. It should be probably what they call färskost in Swedish, which is instead of ricotta, which is sort of like a very fresh cheese mixture, but since I can't get that here, I am substituting ricotta, which is similar but not quite identical. It'll also have some lemon juice and some lemon zest in it. I would say for about 200 milliliters, which is what I think is in here, I'll put in the zest of one of these of this lemon and probably all the lemon juice as well. We'll have pepper to taste, and that'll be the and then we'll have dill. It'll be about equal parts of the cheese, the yogurt, and the dill. And then we'll put it on the pancakes with cold smoked salmon and sliced onions. So we're going to get the cream ready first, and then we're going to let it sit for 20 minutes for the flavors to meld, and then we will and then we'll top it. In the meantime, of course, I will also slice the onions. So let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to use about 200 milliliters of ricotta and similar amount of yogurt. So probably about thinking about half of that container, maybe a little more. Now, the recipes usually call for something called Kvarg. Kvarg is just Swedish yogurt that is strained. Is very different from, say, German quark, which is more like the fresh cheese. So that looks like about equal portions. And now let's come up with a similar amount of chopped dill, finely chopped dill. So here we have a similar amount of finely chopped dill. We will add it. We will stir this together. Look at that. That's looking very nice. Next we will grate the lemon zest and add it, and add about maybe the juice of half to one of the lemons, sort of to taste. At this point, let's add salt and pepper. So I used about 200 milliliters of yogurt and ricotta each, so I'm going to put in maybe close to half a teaspoon of salt and a generous amount of black pepper. Now, the Eco recipe suggests using green pepper, but I assume this is green pepper that's been pickled, but I don't have any of that here, and I can't get it so easily. So I am substituting black pepper instead. It's looking nice. Let's deal with the lemon now. In goes the lemon zest. And I think we'll do a juice of 1/2 lemon. I want like maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons, and I think 1/2 lemon will do that for us. Yeah, that's looking good. So now we will stir this all together, and we'll set this aside for 20 minutes. If you want to taste now and just see if it needs a little more salt, though it's hard to tell, I'm going to add a little more salt. And yep, we'll be back in about 20 minutes. So now we will assemble this. Let's take a nice generous amount of the cream. Top with a nice piece of I mean 1 or 2 pieces depending on how big they are, of smoked salmon. I think 1 piece there is probably enough. Then can add like a couple of rings of onion if you like. And here we are. Next up, the taste test. And now for the taste test. I'm just going to fold this over like this and start cutting it up. And I'm going to try a middle piece here so I get all of the components. Wow. This is absolutely delicious. First thing I taste is the dill cream, which is a bit sour. You have the yogurt, you have the lemon. Definitely taste the dill. And then you get these wonderful bright notes from the salmon, a bit of pepper at the end. This is delicious. Absolutely delicious. Now, if you like this content, you find it interesting, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, please note this in the comments. Love to hear from you. If you make a dish like this, you do it a little differently. Love to hear your variations or your preferred variations. I think it makes us all better cooks. So, at any rate, recipes in the description. Bon appetit, and see you next week.